The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And right away he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down carry now for Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Down!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coach.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, it's Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. First down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. Bernardrick McKinney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back 22!
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Here's Watson now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Red. Green 39. Green 39.
Watson on third down. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Down. Back 22. Back 22.
On second down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll toss it to Miller. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Maybe a free play for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They run with Pumphrey. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the 1st half as it's 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. Uncorks one for Dick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From his goal line here, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. Slips past him. Where'd he go? A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now Lewis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. He's got a man, Corey Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the toss, Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for two. Now Mariota. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Down. Green, the line. Green.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 30 yards there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson, flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Green, the line. Green.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Back now in Nashville as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Black.
From the 50, it's Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Watson flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Down. Green the line.
Faking the give. Now Watson eluding the pressure. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
First down, Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a toss play to Lewis. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A Tennessee first down. That one, Mariota to Matthews. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
We got three down. Hey,
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They try again with Lewis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mariota to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out comes Houston. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Titans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.